Debbie from Project 39 Mini Albums. I had purchased some collections from Country Craft Creations and I've been making things. My new rule for 2024 is if I buy it, I need to finish it within 30 days. So I'm halfway there. As far as this collection, which is Simple Stories, Simple Vintage Love Story, I picked up the 12 by 12 collection kit, the basics kit, which has six double-sided solids, basically. I also got the 6 by 8 paper pad. I used some of it. I thought I'd have enough for another folio or another project, and I don't know. I don't know. I got the rub-ons. Rub-ons are fabulous. Rub-ons are fabulous. And I got the ephemera bits and pieces with the floral. So lots of flowers, several butterflies, um, lots of fun. So obviously it's a Valentine's Day themed paper. And although I really don't like to make Valentine's Day projects, I just loved the images on here. And the Simple Vintage series of papers, to me, lends itself very well for a junk journal. My friend Biddy Penny, when I saw her to teach a class in Texas this past winter, gave me this fabulous book of junk journal things. Let me show you because it was fabulous. Okay, so she took a book cover and she loosely because she wanted me to be able to take it out and there's not really hard creases, put in some old kids book pages, travel book, dictionary. She made, I guess that's a folder. That wasn't a cover, was it? Anyhow, some of the school paper, I don't know what that is. ECG, case study. I mean, that's sort of crazy, huh? Music sheets, map pages, writing pages, and tea dyed or coffee dyed paper, which is fabulous. I don't tea dye or coffee dye. I don't have that much room in the RV, and even if I did have room, I don't have a very big oven. I don't have lots of cookie sheets. I have one. I just don't have the space to make tea dyed, coffee dyed paper. So that's fabulous. Some graph paper. And again, she put it in with the yarn so I could pull it out as I needed to. And she gave me some other things too. As well, my friend Angela from Tumble and Tangles had given me a couple of things for a junk journal. So let me show you what I made. Yes, it's a junk journal, but you know, I do mini albums. I make hinges. So I had combined the process of making a junk journal with a mini album. Well, let me, and there is a tutorial. I'll link that in the description box and I'll tell you a little more as we go. So I layered up several elements on the cover. It looks like it's stitched, but it's really not because my sewing machine stinks. But I just took a gel pen and I actually even took a alcohol marker in light gray and sort of made shadows on the stitching lines just so it looks stitched, but it's not. Layered up a couple of things. That was from the ephemera. I put it on chipboard. That was the ephemera. That was some rub-ons. That's rub-ons. Stickers. That was a tag I just cut and stuck it under here. That was a 3x4 cut apart. So again, it's a Valentine Day theme paper, but this is sort of a romantic style looking at the cover, but you wouldn't say it's Valentine's, would you? There are elements inside that are truly Valentine's, but not 100%. So in the front is a slanted pocket. I made a hidden paper clip, put some of these birds. It said something else, and I put a sticker that says "Love This Life." There is the ephemera, and then this page was the birds. I loved it. I left it alone. There wasn't anything I wanted to do to these beautiful birds on the doily. I mean, it's a layered look already. This page has a hidden photo mat. Not really hidden because now you saw it. not a photo mag. I don't know. It's got a pocket, and I left this blank on one side so you could use that to write whatever you wanted to. Mission statement, goals, thoughts of the day. You could use this for whatever you want. You could put photos in it. You could use it as a gratitude journal. You could just put thoughts in it, books you read, shopping list, places you want to go, whatever. It's a junk journal. You can do what you want. So the pages, it's a 12 by 8.5 sheet of cardstock I used, scored it on the bottom, scored it at 4 and 12, made a pocket out of two of those sections, and then stapled in some paper in between the second and third 4-inch section. Look at the tutorial. It'll explain it better than I am right now. I use some of the rub-ons, stapled one of the elements. So I added a little bit. I usually put in 2 pages and something else to each of the 5 signatures. Here, this postcard I stapled on the top. I made a little pocket on the back. So that was all one signature. So I just made a pocket. It's open on the side, so you can put whatever you want. So this on the top said together forever or whatever. And I just cut that off to take away some of the Valentine thing. That was a beautiful, beautiful rub-on. I put a piece of cardstock paper there to make it look like tape. I have some of this snowball ribbon. There's another word for it and I never can remember it, so I just call it snowball ribbon. Another tag in this top loading pocket. And then here we are with another signature. So there's that fun typewriter, graph paper with a rub-on, coffee or tea dye paper, piece from the Bobbsey Twins book, and more graph paper. I had this ribbon in my stash. It may look familiar. It came from the Dollar Tree. Put this down. I glued it on. I glued it on some paper, sort of fussy cut around it. So this is sort of Valentine-y, but it fit here nicely. And I figured if whoever gets this, because it'll be in my Etsy shop, if they don't like that, you could just take it out. No big deal. Or maybe you want to make it a journal, maybe of your marriage, or leave it so you and your hubby, your wife, or significant other can write love notes to each other. So this is just a pocket. It's open on the side. Elements from dictionary pages, rub-ons, and ephemera. Guess I should have put in something in that pocket. Voila. This was a wax steel that Angela gave me. She already had layered it with some different ephemera. And I just put one of the butterflies on here, just a scrap of the paper. I love this butterfly page and I had a hard time covering it up. Top loading pocket. There's the butterflies. More of the paper, a napkin, tea-dyed paper, the napkin, the other side of it. I added a ribbon to the side. This is 2 pockets here. There we go. 2 pockets. I guess I'll put some ribbon or something on that. I love, love, love this camera paper. Isn't that beautiful? On the back of the camera paper is some collage paper, which is pretty. It's got some Valentine-y sort of touches to it. I'll show you in the next page. Sewing pattern paper. I think Angela gave me that. It's chocolates. See on here it says loveliness, my Valentine. The dates on some of this was February 13th, so that kind of thing, but it's okay. It didn't bother me. Top loading pocket here. And my friend Angela had made some origami shapes, and this was a heart that I just sort of glued in and made that a fabulous tuck spot. That made me so happy. My first set of ATCs for that event that we taught at in Texas. We exchanged ATCs. Stamps, fussy cut from a cut apart or rub on. Just a paper clip that was in my stash. The snowball ribbon. This is another signature with some of the dotted paper, lined paper, dotted paper, and lined paper. Just some elements that I put on a paper clip with some flowers. I just thought that was fun with the bird. Give the bird something to look at. And that, of course, is the hidden tag there. Last page and the back of the book that is sort of a fussy cut out of the top of the page. Said happily ever after. I just cut it and made it the pocket. And of course I use that for other elements. And then put a little tag in the pocket with some seam binding or ribbon or something. There's the back, there's the side, and there we are back to the front. So this will be in my Etsy shop. Hubby's got to take photos for me, so it might be about a week. But I wanted to show that to you. I'll list the link in the description box of how I made a mini album / junk journal. You could, if you don't want to do hinges, just take the same idea and make a mini album. What I liked about it is if you don't have junk or you don't want to look around the house for it, you know, sometimes making all the envelopes and all the different features in a junk journal takes forever. At least for me, it does. I'm sure there are people who are much quicker at it. So that's why I sort of stuck with a simple mini album kind of thing. But just using this collection, the feel of it, the different ephemera that came with it, it just lent itself to sort of a junk journal kind of feel. And I enjoyed making it. It was fun and it went really quickly. There are other papers I have left. You see, we didn't use this paper. I didn't use this in the 12 by 12. There was a paper with books on it. I didn't use that. I was thinking I was going to make um, a book, I don't know, for people who read a lot and they want to document all the books they read. I was going to do something with that. Anyhow, all sorts of fun stuff. I loved the paper. Loved it. And had a fun time making this. So I hope you liked this quick little walkthrough. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video if you're not a subscriber. If you liked this, then go ahead and subscribe. You'll probably like other things I make. Thank you again for watching and have a fabulous